Hey, sunshine. Yes. I know it's not so loud. I don't know why it's okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh-oh.
Wait.
Lord, tell your daddy to stop.
No, stop. Okay.
Look, my children be like, all you want to do is this right here.
Oh, no.
Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time, welcome to Conversations with Celena. I am Celena, and tonight we have a special guest with us. I'm super excited that he is in town. We already have. Hello, Sarah. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Mama Vinny. We are so excited that he is here in town. He performs a little bit earlier, so this is like a post conversation for our very special guest, the phenomenal Christian Bolar. Woo, woo. I know I can't hear y'all, but I just hear you cheering in the background for him because we are looking at and about to speak to a Stellar Awards nominee, and we are claiming that he is the Stellar Awards recipient. But for now, we're going to take nominee, but we're speaking recipient. We are receiving that because he has worked very hard. And we were talking backstage right before we went live just about how he's able to balance. So I'm going to let him and his amazing father just come to you in their own way. Come to you in their own way, just sharing about this experience and how it has affected their life. And so there's Lawrence and Christian Bolar. Welcome.
Glad to be here. Well, thank you so much for allowing us to have a conversation with you. We were just laughing. We enjoyed the introductory music. So yeah.
That's compliments of Xavier Brown. He made that for me.
Oh, wow.
I'm always getting pinged by Facebook because I'm playing somebody else's music. So he made me my own song.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yes, yes.
You know, we take pride in that too because, you know, when I do get a chance to post a video of Christians, like he said with that, I could put on my own music. We do own the rights to this. So we do. He likes saying what? We do own the rights to this song. We do own the rights to this song. So.
Yes, we do own the rights because that doesn't work when you put I do not own the rights to this music. Yeah. It really doesn't work. Of course, based on what I read. Because when they kept pinging me, I went to go read it. Other people do it all the time. How they get away with it, I don't know. Oh, Sarah agreed with us. She said, in Jesus' name. There's another artist, Jasmine White. Woo, woo. That's exactly what Vinny said. Okay, so Christian, y'all good over there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so tell us how you feeling.
You know, just excited to be here in my home, my dad's hometown of Picayune. Really excited to see a lot of family. You know, I live in Richmond, Virginia, so you know, really don't get to see a lot of my dad's side of the family, but to be able to just have fun with my cousins, with my aunts, my uncles, see my grandparents. You know, it's really just fun. And, you know, to be able to talk to some of the youth and just some of the Picayune community tonight and be able to perform was really exciting. You know, just to be able to, you know, anytime I come down here, I always perform. So, you know, was excited about performing and, you know, just worshiping God with everyone that was there.
Okay. And so I know that earlier we were talking about just how are you able to maintain, like, this is a busy schedule because the Stellar Awards, you had to go to Nashville, and then tonight you performed over here, and then the night before you performed over there, and then tomorrow you have another engagement. So how do you balance all of this? Because I'm tired just saying that little bit that I said that you're doing.
Yeah, well, with the trust of God, God can work out everything. Me and my dad, my mom, we always have a lot of talks. It's a lot of things that can be crammed up into one thing. We have to prioritize certain things. So my dad will always tell me, "Well, God will work everything out." So
I love it.
yeah. So we always just trust God and just move with everything that He has planned for us, and everything will work out.
You speak with such wisdom. You can tell that you and your family sit down and have conversations.
Yeah.
I love it. Lawrence, you and your wife have done an amazing job. I
Oh,
know you are super proud of him.
oh, definitely super proud of him, and we balance things off because we know the work that needs to be done in youth. There's so much work that has to be done. Like Christian's still under construction, and so and I constantly make him aware that he's not perfect. So don't expect to be perfect, and don't have people make you feel like you have to be perfect.
Right.
Just be the best person you can be. You're gonna make mistakes, and just try the very best you can to treat everybody the way you want to be treated, and you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Yeah, and like your dad said, don't let people put these pressures and expectations on you. You do what you do, the gift that God has given you, and because people will pour and dump and pull and try to drain you of your stuff, but it seems like already you have your head on your shoulders, and then you have your parents there to guide you, along the way, and just with God's wisdom, it seems like you are already on just an amazing track. You're my youngest guest, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Celena, that's that's interesting because Christian made history this past weekend in Nashville, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but he's the youngest person to ever perform at the Stellar's pre-show or Stellar's period. And so the producer wanted us to know that they don't particularly allow youth to be a part of that. And so he made history this weekend by being able to perform at the pre-show. So it's one thing to be there, but it's another thing to be able to actually perform before Jonathan McReynolds was in the audience. Who are some of the guys that was in the audience when you performed?
Jonathan McReynolds, Jason Nelson, Tamala Mann, David Mann, the whole Mann family. Um,
Wow.
yeah, Maverick City Music, JJ Harrison. I mean, the list goes on and on. It was so many huge artists that were there. Juan and Lisa Winan. So it was just really exciting to be able to perform and such big names being there.
Oh, definitely. God knows what doors are going to open for you. And to just know that you've made history. I mean, God, I don't know if I would have been able to do that in front of all of those people. And I watched a couple of your videos right before we went live, and just your stage presence, even at a young age. I'm just like, oh my God, he is just so confident. And I mean, you was just going and from side to side. And I said, at that age, I don't know if I could have done it, but there you were, just looking like a natural. So how long have you been performing? Because you were young.
Yeah,
Your
well,
dad even did a throwback. He had a throwback video on there that I was watching.
Which flashback you saw? You saw something because I put flashback all the time, but there was one in there when he was playing the drums, and I don't know if you saw that.
This one he was singing, but Facebook doesn't allow you to see everybody's posts. And
That's
so
true.
if you want to see something, you have to go to their page. So I actually went to your page and just started scrolling down, and you had some throwbacks of him.
Oh, we had some funny stuff, so I don't know if you saw some funny stuff, but it's just been Christian's been I don't know blessed to have the passion and the desire to want to do music. whether it was instruments or singing. Christians started singing about 6, and started getting engagements. In fact, one church that was 8, they gave Christian a day. They created a day.
A Christian day?
At 8 years old. This church, not our church to say the least, is another church, Mrs. Betty Crawley, who kind of got Christian going into like performance. She would always have these events, these youth explosions, and she just loved Christian to death, and loved them to life, And she always had to have Christian there to sing "Take Me to the King."
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh, when Christian started saying, "Well, Dad, I can't hit those notes anymore." It was like, "Oh, you sure you can't hit that?" But it kind of started with that. Mrs. Betty having those youth explosions. Christian was about 6.
Mm-hmm.
We discovered Christian could sing because he's been beating on something since about 6 months old. And then he got the drums and so he started doing that. And then later on we discovered maybe he could sing. He could sing a little. I don't know how we discovered it, to be honest. But then he started singing and started getting so many requests to sing. I said, well, maybe
this is it.
Or at least that's an addition,
You're right.
So he's been doing it for a little while.
That's awesome. So let's say hey to Miss Karen. She says hello. Miss Sheila says prayers for a Stella Award win.
Yes, we received that.
Yes. V says what a blessing, classmate. You remember V?
Is that Harry? I mean, look, I have to look down. Ask where Harry. Never mind. Tell her I said hello and keep doing a phenomenal job on those stage plays. Actually, does she have more coming up? Well, I guess I'm saying you ask her when I can say, hey, Vera, if you guys got anything coming up this week, inbox me so I can check you out on the stage.
They do. I went to it's Sweet Potato Queen. I went to it last weekend.
Do they have anything this weekend or this week?
Another Sweet Potato Queen.
Is it, what day is it and where is it located?
I think they're actually having a special one. V, you still there? I think they're having it Thursday night too. So I think it's Thursday night and Friday night.
Okay, maybe I can make it Friday night. So if she has it, maybe I'll inbox her.
I just sent her a message. So let's see. Sheila says, I have family in Richmond. Karen said, I saw you guys at urgent care today and didn't realize who you were. Those masks will not let you recognize anyone.
When we were getting up.
Oh, yeah. We had to go to urgent care today. Oh, my gosh.
See, that's what happened in Picayune. It's a small town. Look, I saw you over there at the urgent care.
And look, we had to go to Christian's going to the Peyton Manning camp. It's in Thibodeau. So it goes there tomorrow. So we had to get a COVID test. And so we went over there. Oh my gosh, I didn't know a COVID test costs $100. I said, this is ridiculous. This was to be free. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be free, but the lady was really nice. The ladies were extremely nice over there because I was like, $100 for a COVID test. But anyway, that was just me.
Was it rapid? Was it a rapid one?
It was a rapid.
It was. I was just complaining. That's all.
So
we couldn't get lunch.
She chimed in and said yes. Friday and Saturday. You see that, Lawrence?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, again, I was just joking with her. I just told Christian he wasn't going to be able to eat lunch. The sweet potato is Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh gosh, you were thinking about.
I was stuck on that COVID test.
Right. Sheila says, amazing. God has had a plan from before Christian was born, sounds like. Amen. Karen says, I'm the one that could barely stand up.
There was so many people in there.
Oh, she was a patient.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Look, I thought it was one of the other ladies, but yeah, I saw her. Yeah. Hello, is it Karen?
Karen. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Miss Karen.
Those masks, I tell you, if you don't really know people, but my mask never hid me. They're like, Celena, is that you? I'm like, how is it that I can barely recognize people behind the mask and they're just calling me out by my name?
It's those
And it's not
beautiful.
like I had it down like this. I had it over like this. Golly. I can't hide for anything. I guess I've been hidden for too many years. So, let's see. Is there anything else that you all want to share?
I think that's it.
A special thank you to Pastor Hart and Bishop Robertson for allowing us to come in, one in Bishop Roberts' church, and have the meet and greet, and Pastor Hart for coming and sharing his heart, him and his beautiful wife, and so of course to Vinnie Davis, who was played a very integral role in all of this unfolding. So along with yourself and Wanda Worley, I don't know if I saw Wanda there. But we did kind of chat, text earlier today. I didn't see her, but it was good, just chatting with her because I didn't realize we had a slight connection. And I just say that because I was hoping to see her so I could share the connection. But in any event, I don't want to expose that and hadn't had a chance to talk to her.
I think she may know because I had to go meet her this afternoon as well.
Okay. Well, Christian doesn't know, but I think.
Yeah.
Well, he don't know.
But you'll be back in town. Maybe we can just get together and have lunch or something. She's super busy, but she'll make time.
Well, again, that's what I said. I didn't want to say anything on this, because we hadn't had a chance to talk personally. But it's not like it's a huge secret or anything. But I just,
right.
not to talk to her face to face. I just didn't want to say anything. Makes sense.
It makes sense. So listen, y'all. Follow Christian on Instagram and Facebook. It is official Christian Bolar on Instagram and Facebook. Then make sure you download Christian Bolar on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and or Google Play, right? Did I get them all, Christian?
Yes, ma'am.
One of the things I would want the youth here to recognize is that no matter how young you are, and preferably no matter your environment, you can excel if you really try and trust God. So that it hasn't been anything phenomenal that Christian had as far as training or people he's been exposed to other than God, because Christian's first song, Speak It, which was his first nomination, we were just playing around. And, we were playing around to see, if other people thought that Christian could sing too. And so when Mr. Anderson, who's Christian's manager, who's also Christian's keyboard teacher initially, how everything unfolded, you had to be there tonight to really understand it. So I don't want to, monopolize the time.
No, go ahead. You good.
But the first single he came out with, which is Speak It, it was extremely powerful. And Christian, of course, was an unknown artist, unknown by anybody. And so for him to get to the Stellars was just phenomenal. It was miraculous because I think the song came out in 1 month, and then the next month it was nominated.
It wasn't long though.
It wasn't long at all. I think it came out in September or something like whenever it came out. And Chris was 10 or
11.
11 when you went to the show or to the awards, but you were 10 when you created the song.
Oh.
So
he's like, okay.
So sometimes you think you're too young to do things. Just like this was the first time someone ever was given the opportunity to perform. Well, someone saw his video, we're ready, and Christian barely, he's a phenomenal guitar player, but he barely played the guitar in that particular video, but they insisted that he bring his guitar. And so he played his guitar and he sung his single, which is out of 500, he's been in the top 50 for the last 4 weeks out of 500 artists. And so sometimes we look at the charts, or we look at the artists that he's in front of, and it kind of feels good to say, oh wow.
Most definitely, and it should feel good. You should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Because we are. Oh, we got comments over here. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, well, yeah. To go on like what you were saying, just to be, I mean, just on the chart with those such huge artists, and just to be, like I said, on the chart with them, and then like my dad was saying, sometimes we just go and look at who we're above. And I could be amazed at some of the people that I'm above, like some of the songs that are above, because like I love those songs. And just to see that my song is above theirs, not saying like I'm above them or anything, but just to see that.
But you're right there. Right, yeah.
It's just a huge accomplishment, and it's nothing but God. Just to be 13 years old on the chart with huge artists at that.
And you're continuing to give God the glory. So it's not like, you and your dad both, you can tell that you do things in excellence. And so if you put God first and you do your part and you do it to the best of your ability, this is what happens. And so, we just want every young person to understand that no matter, just like your dad said, no matter your environment, it's possible. All things are possible. And sometimes, you do get discouraged when you look around at your situation, and I always say on here, please, y'all, don't get caught up in the comparison trap. You have to do you. Your life is your life. And the worst thing you can do is to try to compare yourself to someone else and then think that you can't do it. Something is different about them. No, they trusted God, they put in the work, and then they got the results. Is that how it works?
Yes, ma'am.
That's how it works. And before we went live, what else did you say you did, Christian? You prioritize.
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
So, it's okay to play video games, right? You can still get straight A's, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you could be a Stellar Award recipient.
Yes, ma'am. We received that.
That's what I'm talking about. You can do all of that.
Yes, ma'am.
We listen to Kurt Franklin Sirius Radio. So Christian's played on Sirius Radio probably about 4 or 5 times a day. His song "Where Ray Comes On," and so it still feels, it's just like we're riding down the street and the song comes on.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
I mean, it still feels great to hear it, but I don't want to say it feels like, I don't know how it feels.
Was common to him.
Yeah, because it's different than how it feels like when you hear it the first time on the radio. But now when you just continuously hear it, it's like God is still moving. Like he never takes a day off. It's just so amazing to hear my song on the radio with such big artists. Just on Kirk Franklin's radio. So we always know that God is still working.
Right.
We were talking about now, just coming off the Stellars, like most of the artists I didn't recognize. I recognize their songs when I hear them. But to see them, I don't really recognize them. But like driving down the road now, when we hear songs come on, it's like, oh, they did really great performance.
Yes.
What I was listening to.
I can't think of it.
He can't think of the name.
Jabari Johnson.
Well, Jabari Johnson, I don't know if you ever heard Jabari Johnson. Which is one of my favorite artists outside of Christian. And he has a song called "It's a Fixed Fight. It's Already Won." And so I love it. It's like, it's a fix. Well, I'm not a big singer. But the song is really phenomenal. And, so I was just talking to him about how did he write the song? And, having an opportunity to talk to him about, well, who are the writers? How did you write it? What were you thinking about? And just to share with him how the song has really gotten me through quite a few things. And that's the song we started off talking about, Christian song, "Speak It," which put him on the charts. It got him nominated. We did nothing. God just opened up a door. And the song is still phenomenal. That song, "Speak It," is just the words, the power that comes out of the song. It's just powerful words. But listening to some of those artists now, He's just like, man, they did a really great job. And he said, well, Dad, remember that was so and so. I was like, oh, okay. Now I can put faces with some of those names. So I thought that was exciting.
It is, because now that he's been here and come back through Picayune and went to First Cornerstone and performed. I mean, we're gonna continue to promote and go to, what is the name of this stuff over here? YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and Google. Is it Google Play, Christian?
Yes, ma'am. Google Play.
Okay, Google Play. We're going to go and we're going to continue to support it, because once you see him and then you hear it again, you have that connection, so it's like networking is everything. Touring and book signing and albums cover signing and all of that, it's just, you're young, and at 13 already to have accomplished all of this. I'm just like, what does the future look like? What does the future look like for you? Where my shades at? I gotta put them on. Put your shades on, Christian, because your future real bright. I don't have them. I got some old lady glasses.
Oh no.
Oh, let's see. We got some comments over here. I'm so far behind. I'm sorry, y'all. Shawana Crumity. She said, wait, did I miss it? No, girl, you right on time. You never late. Vinny says, oh, cousin, bigger things coming. Jasmine says, preach. She said, that's amazing. Shawana did. Nick says, hello, sunshine, Dr. Bolar and Christian. Many blessings.
So look, let me tell you what's going on. I'm at my grandma's house. Not my grandma, Christian's grandma, my mom's house, right? But my dad, like, the game is on, right? So Christian keeps doing like this. Because in the other room, he's got 4 cousins in there. My dad, of course, he's talking to the TV. And so he said all these funny things. And so Chris trying to keep a straight face while listening to my dad in the background just going off on the TV. Some people he get in the game and he coaching from the couch.
What kind of game is it?
It's the playoffs. I mean the finals for the NBA finals, the Bucks and the Suns.
Oh my God. I can only imagine.
He fussing that deal.
And he fussing at me.
He fussing that deal at
the Nick says God has amazing things predestined for you, Christian.
Oh, that's
Nick.
Thank you.
You preaching, Celena. I'm always comparing my gift to others. I'm working on eliminate comparison. Yes, baby girl, eliminate that. That is not good at all. God gave you your gifts, and your gifts will make room for you. We just got to stay out of other people's lane and try to do what other people are doing, Because listen, I was asking God, Lord, what is my gift? I need my gift to make room for me. 2 days in a row, I was asking that, just walking, saying, what is my gift? Because I see, I'm not going to say everybody, but so many people that I'm connected to, it just seems like their gift just flows from them, right? So at Worship Day in the Park, this man just come over to me and he says, hey, I really love watching you. He says, continue to do what you're doing because that is your gift. I said, what did you say? I was like, what did you say? He said, that's your gift. So he's taller than me. So I had to tiptoe pull him down. I said, I've been asking God for the past couple of days, Lord, show me my gift. He said, well, that's it. And he stood there and he prayed for me and, just spoke life over me. So I was receiving it. But this not anything that I thought I was going to be doing. Getting on here live on Facebook and YouTube saying, hey, sunshine. But hey, it's working, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that thing about gifts, it's peculiar because people with the gifts that you look at and say, wow, they do that with such ease, don't often like what they, sometimes you like somebody else's gift better than you like yours. You operate better in your own, but you're too busy trying to operate in somebody else's gift. And so it gets convoluted. And so I think you're doing a phenomenal job saying hello, sunshine. And obviously someone else feels that way. In fact, all of the people who chime in early, because you're on early in the morning. And so those
5
people,
o'clock.
those people who are chiming in are just voices of God letting you know that you're doing a phenomenal job. Even if they never tell you, they chimed in. And if they chimed in and they got something positive to help their day be better, you have touched their lives, Celena. So, oftentimes we get caught up looking so closely to someone else's gift and saying, man, I should have that one, rather than polishing our own gift and and allowing it, because it will make room, but you have to allow it, because we get in our own way mentally. So the battle is in the mind. So we get in our own way and say, well, maybe this isn't a gift. I don't like this gift. I want to,
I'm like,
you want to give it back.
oh my gosh. Because just even people like you said that don't even chime in, they're like, please don't stop. You make my day just by hearing you say, hey sunshine, it's your energy first thing in the morning. And I'm thinking, really? Because I'm like this. But it was all in an attempt to create a new habit. And this is me at work, for real. I'm like, how you doing? And when everything shut down, I'm like, what am I going to do with myself? I can't walk around and check on everybody. And it just kind of flowed over to this. So thank you for that feedback. But I do like sharing that, especially like with Jasmine saying that she gets caught up in that comparison trap. Because I know that is like the worst thing that you can do. And we all have our own gift. And like you said, if we work on that, it will definitely make room for us. And so just like Nick shows up and can be voluntold to do almost anything, and he can work it. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Nick? Nick can do it.
He did a phenomenal job. He did a phenomenal job tonight.
Always.
Having that,
he always does.
That spirit of liberty, and boldness to be able to step into it. Some people would like to be able to do that, and they just can't do it. It was one little girl tonight who shared that when she sings, what did the little girl say?
She is nervous.
She gets nervous.
She doesn't like to perform in front of crowds.
But Dominic having that ability to be able to perform or speak in front of crowds, something he does with ease. He can do it. Other people have a challenge. They go through all kinds of emotions just to get to that point. And so that's a blessing, man.
Nick be up there. I mean, just like it just flows from him. So that's definitely his gift. And he knows that it's his gift too. He probably want to hide from us all. Hey, Nick, can you come do this? Stays busy. Nick, we love you, by the way. Let's see. Vinny says it's a fixed fight.
That's Jabari Johnson. It's a fixed fight.
Yes, yes. And Nick had said right before that that was one of his favorite artists, Have Your Way. Is that the same song or a different song?
That's a different song.
I discovered this weekend that I didn't know the same guy wrote the song. What is it?
Well, him and
someone else wrote the song. I Lay Hands.
Try Jesus.
Try Jesus, don't try me. And I thought it was just something funny. I didn't know it was an actual song. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a song either. I've been seeing the little memes with it on it.
He said, try Jesus, don't try me, because I lay hands.
Mm-hmm.
But that's that guy, Jabari Johnson. So it was really good meeting him. And again, for me, it was nice being able to put faces to people that sing songs that I adore, songs that I really like. So I don't think we did that the first trip down to the Stella Awards. We saw people, but it was different with Christian actually performing and people giving him feedback from his performance. So it was a blessing.
Definitely. It was definitely a blessing. And it is just trickling down to us, because it's a blessing for us to see you, a young man, 13 years old, doing the amazing things that you're doing. And I cannot leave out maintaining all A's. And going to a camp in just a few days. And what else are you doing? And the list just continues to go on and on. And you made time for me. You even put your chicken to the side for me. So I don't even know. I just feel so So happy that you decided I'm going to go do this first and go put my chicken in the microwave. And I know it's calling your name and you just as patient and waiting. It's going to be good when you get there. Stick it in the air fryer, not in the microwave. Stick that Popeye's chicken in the air fryer. It's going to be good. I promise you. Just because you sacrifice that hot Popeye's chicken to go live with Conversations with Celena. So Dominique says, get that out of your head, sister. I think he must be talking to Jasmine. Vinny says, yes, Dr. Bolar. Oh, Nick says he gets nervous sometimes. What? He says, laugh out loud. I was voluntold.
that voluntold is it definitely goes a long way, because that means you really respect the person who told you.
Yeah, we love Vinny, but she will voluntold us to do something. Oh, hold up.
She has such a great spirit.
Hold on. I missed some people. Jasmine said, thank you, Nick. Sheila gone to bed because she on Eastern time. God bless you, Sheila. Thank you for chiming in. Let's see. Nick says, yes, we're going to go legally buy your music. Laugh out loud. Yes, I will legally support. Nick said, I hear your grandfather in the background. I'm so far behind. I got to catch up. There's Fanny. Fanny says, oh boy, yes, Lawrence.
Tell Fanny I was talking about her today and her phenomenal YouTube and some of the things she's doing with her gifts and,
right.
Mud bugs. And I'm so proud and pleased with the things she's been doing. So keep up the great work.
I'm going over there to Fort Worth so I can have some of that good food with her.
Look, I'm trying to get over there too, girl.
They be like, look at here. Look at all of this food. And then she was on there talking about, I done took my Nexium and something else she was taking before she started doing all that eating. I'm thinking, oh my God, her stomach just be talking back to her. Vinny says, speak
She's thrown into a whole nother level. I look at some of her videos and just look at, growing up with her down the street, and she was funny, but she's extremely funny now.
Mm-hmm. That laugh gets me. I don't even. She'd be tickling me. So Jasmine says, amen. I don't desire others' gifts. I just don't feel confident in my own because I know it needs some polishing. Do you know Jasmine, Dr. Bolar?
What's her last name?
White.
Jasmine White. Is she low? Is she from Picayune or somewhere else?
I think she's from Picayune, but that's her married last name. And I cannot think of Jasmine's name before she was married. But yes, we're going to continue to encourage you, Mama. You got it.
Oh, definitely. But polishing is important. You've got to polish that gift. You can't, just pop up and say, like Eddie King would say, "Thang," open up his jacket. You've got to put in the work, sweetheart, and work. Nobody should outwork you.
Mm-hmm. Well, she writes poetry and she sings and she plays instruments.
Oh wow, that's great.
I know. I guess when you have so many gifts, you don't know which one you want to really polish because you're trying to maneuver all, across all of the spectrum. Nick says, I so enjoyed you guys tonight. We will get you here for Worship in the Park experience.
I watched that and it was truly a blessing seeing it virtually. We would love to have the opportunity to participate, but it was a blessing, Dominique, and seeing some of the people who got up and who did the worship and who performed and seeing some of the people that were actually in the park enjoying it. So I got an opportunity to watch it, in Richmond, but it was keep doing it, keep making it bigger, keep getting people involved, get those sponsors.
It was amazing.
And it simply was.
Mm-hmm.
So much growth that can come out of it, but it's great now. But I can just see it being even larger.
Right. Let's see. Shawana says, you just step out on faith. What's for you is for you. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Nick laughing at the volunteer. Yep, I lay hands, try Jesus. He laughing at that.
That's Jabari. Yeah, that was funny. Because I
She
liked the
says,
song, but I didn't know that was the guy who did it.
right? She said, that's love because my chicken would have had to be on live with me. Look, I had a piece of pizza that I thought was going to be on live with me, but I'm like you. I would have been saying, ooh, this some good chicken. Daddy would have had been talking while I was taking me a bite. You know, we would have been tag teaming. Yes, we love Overseer Vinny. Oh, her last name was Burton. So Jasmine Burton from the coast. My artwork is what I do best. Girl, I forgot about the artwork. See? And I will work harder and try to be better at all of them.
That's
It's
great.
gonna work. Yeah. Fanny, your gifts will make room for you. I'm so proud of you and your son, Lawrence. You never know who's watching. That is the truth. That's what Fanny said, Lawrence.
Tell Fanny I'm going to cash app her afterwards, like I said. It's a joke. Tell Fanny the way my cash app work is broke.
She probably laughing at you over there.
She crazy. I know she is.
Mm-hmm.
I can never catch her. But see, she was here last week. Her and Stacy, I saw a picture of her.
I saw them too. See, me and Fanny, we're gonna have a conversation because they be here and be having fun. I think they must think Sunshine must not be a whole lot of fun because they don't call me when they come to town. Be like, leave that stuck up little girl over there. Just leave Sunshine over there doing whatever she doing. And we about to go to First Friday. Cause see, I was supposed to go to I ain't never been to First Friday. I think
they got First Friday here.
It's not here, but I wanted to go to First Friday.
Oh, okay.
Fanny say her cash app is Fanny 601.
Fanny, the way my cash app work, it's so difficult to explain it. When I get it up and running, until I hit her up.
Y'all are funny. Well, I so enjoyed this. Look at that poor baby. He is tired. Thank y'all so much. He's hungry. We're so proud of you, huh?
I said that chicken coming. We're gonna let him go and get that chicken.
We're gonna let him get that chicken, and we're gonna legally get your music, like Nick said. And we fixing to support legally. And I need for everybody to go to officially Christian Bolar. Follow him. Share whatever he has posted, share whatever his dad has posted. That's the only way to beat this algorithm that Facebook has going on, not allowing us to see everything. So it's just so important to share, and share some more. Nick said, let Christian go eat.
I'm about to you ready to go eat, man? He don't need to go eat. Look, missing a meal ain't gonna hurt him. But I'm gonna let him go just because Dominique said let him go.
Yes, Vinny keeps saying Dean Lawrence Bolar. Is that your first name? What is Dean?
I guess it's a joke. Must be a joke.
It must be. That's like the third time she done wrote Dean Lawrence Bolar. At first, I thought she was putting doctor.
Maybe it's a typo.
I don't know. She keep putting Dean Lawrence Bolar.
Well, maybe I'll be a dean one day. I don't know. But anyway.
That's what I was thinking because all that writing that you're doing, hey, Dr. Bolar, Dean Bolar, Dr. Dean Bolar.
Let me just let them know. My latest book is available now on www.lawrencebolar.com, Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble. It's called I'm Not Mad. I'm Just in My Feelings. Christian is on the cover. So you can go check that out. I will say for the last time, thank you so much to Vinny, to you, to Wanda, and Bishop Robertson and Pastor Hart, because it was a blessing. it was kind of a real crunch to get us all together and have this. So Celena, I really appreciate, you taking the time, and it's been challenging, getting at this point, because I was
We did it though.
Popeyes, and then trying to get back from Popeyes, and then trying to get back on. And so I really, really just want to say we appreciate it. These things like this really matter because
They do.
Christian had some disappointments this go around with the Stellars, because each year he's gone up against choirs. And so for a solo artist to go against choirs is difficult. So in a choir, you have in these choirs, you've had like 50 plus people in these choirs. And so if just one of them have 3 or 4 other people to vote, it far outweighs one solo artist. So in order to win, it's really about the public vote. So the first round is to get to the people who are actually artists. So his peers who are artists, recording artists, they get to vote. They're SAGMA members. So he's gotten in the race, but the popularity is what's keeping him from being the winner. It takes people voting. And so when you're trying to go as a solo artist against a group of people who are maybe 50 plus, and all of them have a mama, uncle, sister, cousin, and a brother, and they're voting, and all you got is your little camp voting, it's very difficult. And so that's the political part of it. And so when we go to these, like the last 2 times, when you see these people, they're not adults. I mean, they're not youth, they're adults.
They're adults, yeah.
So you're looking at people who are 30 and 40 who are receiving youth awards. And it kind of hurts as a youth, as a 13, as a 10-year-old or 11-year-old when he went, and now as a 13-year-old, to see these 40 and 50-year-olds collecting awards that he felt like he worked hard to get. I explained to him that, it's difficult as a solo artist, and we're talking about people out of Detroit. This last group that won, it was a youth choir to Detroit, but it was probably about 50 people, and they hadn't recorded. They only did, what was it called?
I think covers.
Covers, you cover somebody else's song. And so there are criteria you have to meet to get in there. So when you get in, you have to have that popular vote. Audiences like your audience or other audiences, when he's out and having the opportunity to be in that category, you have to have votes. And when people don't vote, or it's difficult. I'll just say it like that. So I tried to explain to him that, because as a parent, you don't want to see your kid hurt.
Right.
And that emotional piece when you've worked hard and now they're having you perform, but still you got to compete with, the Detroit Youth Choir, and there might be 100 members in there, and all of them have people that they're tied to. So that's that political part where you got to push it. And Christian is an average 13-year-old. He loves singing, he loves performing, but he don't want to do no work as far as going out saying, "Please vote for me."
Please vote for me. Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily. He'll do it, but it's kind of like, man, let me play this video game. But if you got 100 people in the choir, it's difficult to outmatch those votes. It becomes very political, and so that's that upside that sometimes people don't see. So you say, well, why didn't he get it? Well, it's those votes. He got in for his peers, which are other musicians and artists, but it comes down to everyday people, But in any event, we thank you again. Chris, you wanted to say anything before we start talking to Miss Celena? No.
Let's see. Nick says, yes, vote. I'm going to connect you with the Mississippi Gulf Coast Awards. Be encouraged. God is going to enlarge your territory. Stay humble and focused.
Definitely.
Well, that was a blessing. Tell Nick we'll appreciate anything that he does. It's certainly a blessing to have been work with him this go around, him and General Vinny.
Vinny said the job you've been eyeing in Picayune. Is that what she's talking about, Dean Bowl? Or she trying?
I told her.
She's so messy.
She is messy. I told her that I would come back to be the superintendent of Picayune schools. Dean Shaw had the job. I had been eyeing it to see what that looked like because I have the credentials to do it. But it's something we were talking about, a program that Christian is in where he'll receive his high school diploma and an associate's degree together. And I
Okay.
said, because you had people in the audience like Bishop Roberts and Pastor Hart, I said, push those people to get those programs. You can connect with Pearl River, and they can instantly put a program in place where you have kids who graduate from Picayune High School and then get a high school diploma and an associate's degree, and you kill 2 years of college, and parents don't have to pay for that college. But
Mm-hmm.
when you don't know, you don't know. You have to be exposed to things to
You
be
got to be
aware of it.
exposed to things. That's why being connected and networking is so important.
It's extremely important. Building those positive relationships and keeping them strong and tight is
Yep.
critical. So I tell you what, I really appreciate the connection that I made with you, Wanda, and Vinny, and Dominique. It was a blessing.
Yes, it is. It definitely is she's Nick says General Vinny.
That's who she is. That's why I just call her General Vinny. The general got it done.
Yes, she did. Let's see, what did Jasmine say? Writing music at 10 and 13 years while making straight A's. He has so much more talent than any choir or cover artist. Very inspiring.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm telling you, this was needed. This was needed. This exposure here in small town Picayune was very much needed because you have inspired us from ages, probably, what age were they there? 10 up?
It was a wide variety of ages there.
Wide variety there, and then a wide variety here because Miss Celena right here is almost 50. And you have inspired me to polish my gift. So you just continue doing what you're doing, and it is about to explode for you. It already has. It's just going to go higher and higher and higher. You stay humble and focused. What's that? What you doing over there?
Well, I got
Do you
1%,
hear
so
that?
maybe that's what. I got 1%, so it might be my.
Oh, we're about to die. All right. All right. Well, it's time to go because it's crunching. That's that Popeye's chicken crunching. Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much. Keep it smiling, sunshine.